Didn't I tell you my boy was gonna win? Hey, what's up, nerd fam? It's your boy Gashawn. I'm gonna welcome you to Enter the Nerd. So I hate to say I told you so. No, it's a lie. Of course, I told you so. My boy won. He won. I was telling you about it in the first video. But if you didn't see it, I'm just gonna let you know he won. Spoiler alert. This is the man right here. Now, did he take a few licks? Absolutely. Absolutely. We're gonna get into that later. First thing I want to talk about, because we're gonna just review the movie very quickly. Story, obviously, there wasn't much to it, and by not much to it meaning obviously in terms of all the humans in the story, it just wasn't very good. They were just there to try and move the story along, but it didn't really. Like, they were just there to fill the spots between the fighting, and I get it. No one was really looking for that. At least I wasn't looking for that. Could they have done better in some areas and made some things make a lot more sense, like the whole Ghidorah head being a supercomputer? How? Don't understand that. The Millie Bobby Brown's character ending up in Hong Kong with her father, even knowing it. There were just so many weird things with the humans, but whatever. We can skip that. The only thing that I wish that I actually cared about being better was the lore of the Titans, because if you saw King of the Monsters, the previous movie, they really did a good job at fleshing out like why Godzilla's doing things and why Ghidorah is here and like having a past relationship. So in this movie, they're saying that Godzilla and King Kong's ancestors were also fighting. And it's like, wow, so Godzilla's ancestors or Godzilla himself, whatever, like they just been fighting. Like he had a lot of room to fight Ghidorah and him. It's like I don't know. Like it just, I think they should have kind of fleshed that out, especially because they're saying that all the Titans come from Hollow Earth, which is in the middle, which is like a whole new portal. Because literally it was like they had to go through almost like a wormhole to get there, which was weird when Godzilla like blasted into the center. Whatever. See, that's too much. I'm doing way too much thinking for this film. And that's not what it was about. It was really about the fighting. But I would have said the only thing that I would have really changed the story that I would have really appreciated was just more exposition into like King Kong's like ancestors or whatever. Because now it's like, where are the rest of them? Are we saying that only him and his family from the Kong Skull Island are last left? But how? Like, what would have drove them from Hollow Earth to get all the way up there? And where are the rest of Godzilla's ancestors? Why is he the last one? Stuff like that. I would like to know exactly. Maybe they'll come up with like a little companion piece to figure that out. And maybe there is one. I just gotta go look and figure out why he's the last one and why either one of them are the last one. That's really what I want to know. I feel like they could have done that a little bit better. All the human stuff, I really didn't matter. I didn't care, really. I didn't care about it. Okay, so the fighting. Let's talk about that. Starting from the very, very first fight, I kept saying to people that, King Kong really didn't stand a chance. And let me tell you, your boy needed saving a lot of times. First off, he was gonna get his face blasted off right when in the first fight. He was gonna get his face blasted off, but Godzilla got shot by a couple of missiles. Then he was gonna get drowned, and the humans had to save him by throwing in some depth charges in there. So he needed help. He needed some milk. At some point, he needed some, actually more than once. He needed some milk. It was pretty nuts, right? And it made sense. I mean, look, he punched Godzilla and then he got slapped. Like it was just such a big difference. And even the narrative was like, we have to protect Kong from Godzilla because he's not gonna bow. But she never said, oh yeah, he's gonna win. Even the doctor, Lin or something like that, him, the guy that Skarsgård plays, was like, do you think he can't handle himself? And she didn't say, oh nah, he's good. Like, she just said he's just not gonna just go willingly. But yeah, he's gonna get his ass whipped, which is what happened. So in the first fight, I knew Godzilla was gonna have the advantage, just because of the water. And I was gonna be really upset if when they got into the water, King Kong wasn't able to. That King Kong would have had the upper hand. And he tried his best, but nah, he got wrapped up around and almost drowned until the human saved him. Right now, moving on to the next fight after he gets his little hammer from the Hollow Earth. I would say that King Kong's advantage was absolutely the agility, hence being a giant monkey. And you saw that. He was moving around the building, doing his little parkour moves. He even drop kicked. He drop kicked Godzilla at some point, and he was landing some really nice shots in the. And I'm talking about this like it's a UFC fight. Whatever, we'll go with that way. He landed some really nice shots in the second round, we'll say, right? But if you notice, as many hits that Godzilla was taking, it wasn't phasing him the same way, because you really can't compare what Godzilla was doing to what King Kong was doing to what Ghidorah did in the previous movie. It's just really not a comparison. Like, that was just something else. Matter of fact, if Ghidorah fought King Kong, it'd probably be even worse than what happened there, because you saw, because even Godzilla almost didn't get out of that fight with Ghidorah if it wasn't for Mothra. So King Kong gave up his only advantage, which he tried to put Godzilla in a rear naked choke for some reason, and then Godzilla judo, like, literally bit his arm and then judo threw him over his shoulder and then dragged him around by his arm, did fury swipes to his chest, and literally almost stomped him out and yelled in his face pretty much like, bro, stay down, like, it's over, it's done. He didn't even do like the signature like blast to the face, which he's done to a whole bunch of other people, right? He didn't even do that, which, whatever. And he walked away, and then Kong tried to get up and he stumbled back down. And guess what, guys? For everyone who still thinks that Kong stood a chance, he was dying. Because remember, the little girl went to him and said that his heart is stopping. So pretty much Godzilla killed him until they had to make almost a giant defibrillator to bring him back. I am gonna say though, Godzilla got his ass whipped by Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla whipped his ass. He was hitting him with like thruster punches and rockets at the same time, grabbing his head and throwing it through like multiple buildings. It was bad because he was pretty fresh from that Kong fight, and it allowed him to get his ass whipped for like 10 minutes until King Kong joined the fight and started getting his ass whipped too. To be honest, they were both lucky to get out of that if it wasn't for whiskey or whatever getting poured into a computer, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. It's a movie with giant monsters, so whatever. And once that happened, they had that little chance. Godzilla charged up the axe, and then you had that like final, like almost God of War boss sequence when the hero just does a whole bunch of crazy stuff to the villain, and he chops up this Mechagodzilla. And at the end, like, they're looking at each other like, oh, are we gonna go again? And Godzilla's like, nah, man, like, I just got my ass whipped by this big ass metal version of me. I gotta get out of here. But next time, we could do it. But the whole point is, there was a definitive winner. It was Godzilla. It was not your boy. Your boy needed... Matter of fact, King Kong needed help, even in Hollow Earth. Because when he got wrapped around, the lizard was gonna suffocate him. And he needed help from the humans then. So your boy was just having struggles all through this film. But, he did at the end come through, because Godzilla didn't need that help, but they were gonna get wasted by Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla was just giving them all the work. That was crazy. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this movie. What we wanted, Godzilla vs King Kong. That's it. I just wanted to see the fight, and of course, my boy won. I'm happy about that. And that's really it. Story wasn't really all that. I get it, but that's not really what we came here for. So let me know what you think. Were you mad that your boy lost, or did your boy win as well? So yeah, let's talk about that. Chat it up in the comments, and let's see what's next for these monsters here. All right. So until then, keep on watching Kaijus and Enter the Nerd.